What's up, Hankiboy here, and today we are going to take a look at the state of Dead Matter's development. For those of you who do not know, Dead Matter is an upcoming zombie survival FPS that's being developed by Quantum Integrity Software, and it's set for a closed alpha sometime in July 2020. So the last time we took a quick look at the character mechanics, so the creation, the health system, the stats, and the inventory system. For this video, we're going to dive into what is probably my favorite mechanic, what has me absolutely hyped for this game, which is the building mechanics. Although I shouldn't really say building, but you'll understand what I mean in a few minutes here. Make sure to watch the whole video, guys, because like I said in my last vid, I will be running a little contest to win a game key for Dead Matter that will give the winner access to a closed alpha and the Steam early access. So yeah, all the information is somewhere in this video. Make sure to check it out if you want a chance at winning a Dead Matter key. Alright, let's start off by talking a bit about how most survival games approach building. Then we will look at how Dead Matter is going to do it differently and why it is, in my opinion, going to be way better than what we are used to. So if you've played any of the big survival games, you know how it goes. You spawn, you punch some trees, you build a hammer, then you punch more trees, you mine some boulders or whatever, then you start building skyscrapers out of the 5 trees you've just punched down. Although it can be fun, let's agree, it doesn't make much sense. So let's do something here. Take a few seconds with me, close your eyes, bear with me. The world has gone to shit, right? It's the literal apocalypse out there. You need to survive, you need to take shelter and gather resources, you need to defend yourself. Now imagine the first few steps you would take to achieve that. The first few hours, the first few days. What would you do? Done? Now tell me, did at any point in your little emergency plan, at any point, did you go outside and punch a tree in the face, MacGyver the saw out of feathers gathered in a cuckoo's nest, then started manufacturing planks of woods to build yourself a 5-story shit shack scraper, then using that shit shack you just whipped out of thin air as a base, you went into the wild with a makeshift mining pick and started gathering resources to build yourself a block of C4. Did any of you imagine that as your first few steps into the apocalypse? If yes, stop playing Rust right now, like right now. Now, I'm not shitting on Rust. Rust is a good game, but Rust isn't really realistic. It doesn't claim to be, but for a survival game, it really isn't realistic. Let's say for the least. And this is what happens in a lot of survival games. They have decent gameplay, but the survival aspect of it is just not what any sane person would do in a survival situation. You would not go out and start building random full-sized houses into the wild. Now, what would a sane person do? Well, you would fortify your own home. Or you would find a more suitable or already existing building and fortify that building for survival. Then you would use that as your home base to start scavenging around for goods. Then you would upgrade that home to be more sustainable for food, water, shelter, heat, and protection. And this is exactly what Dead Matter plans to do. And man, oh man, have I waited for the day someone made this game. So basically, yeah, in Dead Matter, you will be able to claim pretty much any building on the map as your own and upgrade that building. You will still be able to build and craft stuff, but the things you can build in this game are pretty much things you would actually build in real survival. I just quoted in the air as if you could see this, but the real is in the little hand quotes here, finger quotes. So yeah, that you would actually build in a real survival situation. For example, hunting blinds, basic watchtowers like wooden barricades, fences, like structures, makeshift electrical grids using like generators or solar panels, greenhouses, basic structure to have like a sustainable source of food and water. Alright, so that being said, let's see what specific mechanics are intended for Dead Matter and why, in my opinion, these are going to make this game one of the best and most realistic virtual survival experience we will have to date. Alright, let's pause this real quick. It is time for a little contest. First of all, you can see the official rules for this contest in the description section of this video. If you haven't backed the game yet and you would like a key, or maybe you have but you would like another game key, this is the occasion for you to get your hands on one. I have 2 extra game keys that I have purchased. They are mine, they are paid for, and I am giving one away. The key will give access to the closed alpha and the Steam early access of Dead Matter. Look, I'm not going to try and insult your intelligence here. This contest is to get some subs and it is to get some attention to the channel. So you will have to jump through a few hoops to have a chance at winning the key. The goal for me here is to bring subscribers to the channel who are interested in Dead Matter, as this will be the main game I'll be featuring, if not the only one. And I feel like giving a Dead Matter key is a great way to accomplish that. So again, the official rules are in the description, but basically to enter you have to like this video, subscribe to the channel, set your notifications for the channel to all, and leave a comment in the comment section below telling me what feature you are looking forward to in Dead Matter, what mechanic or any aspect of Dead Matter that's gotten you excited. As simple as that. Now, like I said, this is to bring subscribers to the channel, but I really want this to be for people who are already subbed or that will jump right in. So I'll be drawing a winner as soon as the channel reaches 250 subs. So make sure if you want that key before the closed alpha starts, share this, tell your friends so that we hit 250 subs before the closed alpha starts. I'll be randomly picking a valid comment in the comment section as the winner within 48 hours after the channel reaches 250 subs, and if unfortunately we do not hit 250 subs, I will randomly pick a winner no later than the 1st of September 2020. I'll be replying to the winning comment in the comment sections, and the winner will have 48 hours to respond and confirm a few things with me as per the official rules. Make sure to check them out. I would hate for someone to win but not be able to claim the prize because he did not comply with the rules. So make sure to like this vid, subscribe, hit that notifications bell, comment, share this with everybody you know, your mom, your dad, your friends, your neighbor, just everybody, anybody you see, tell them to come here and check this out. And like I said, I have 2 extra keys and I'm giving only one away for this contest. So I mean, if I meet my goals for this contest, well, who knows, right? Alright, don't forget to read the rules in the description and let's get back at it. Let's start with what will make Dead Matter so different from what we are used to, the base claiming mechanic. The map will be filled with different kinds of houses, cottages, apartments, stores, warehouses, just all sorts of POIs you would find in any town around the world, right? And most of those buildings will be claimable to make it your own. The way you will claim a building for the moment is by interacting with the building's fuse box. Once a building is claimed, you will have access to whatever is inside, such as the electric appliances, cabinets, or safes to store your goodies, furniture like beds, chairs to chill out, and you will also have the option to kind of recycle the furniture that's already in place and replace it with other type or other variants of that furniture. It will be up to you to improve that building by barricading the windows, securing your doors, bringing any objects you need, and building improvements. We will talk about upgrading your base in a bit. So yes, that is basically the base system in Dead Matter, and I find it to be way more realistic than what we are used to. Like I said, in a real survival situation, you would most likely find shelter in an already existing building and not just build one from scratch, right? And man, I cannot wait to try this out. So once you have claimed a building, which you can do as a group, it's up to you to improve that claim and secure it to survive the zombie apocalypse. As far as your first line of defense, which is locking your door, barricading the windows, and protecting your claim, you'll be able to lock doors, but exactly how that will work, like will we have a key, will it be bound to your claim, will there be a friends list, all this is unknown right now, but we will be able to lock our doors. As far as barricading your windows goes, for tier 0 you will be able to close the curtains to limit vision, but people outside will see your shadow on the curtains if there is a source of light inside. You will also be able to cover the windows with newspaper to completely block vision. As far as protecting your claim, the only real information we have is a dev quote saying your claim is yours as long as you can defend it, or something in that spirit. How hard it will be to take over claims and how that will be done is unclear as of now. Once you've taken care of the initial defense of your new home, you will have 3 ways at your disposal to improve your brand new survivalist base, be it via upgrades, objects, or buildables. As far as upgrade goes, it's pretty straightforward. You will be able to use higher tier materials to improve your defenses. So let's say you start with newspaper in your window. You can then use wood planks for a little bit more defense. Then you can bring sheet metal in to upgrade even more your window barricades and so on. The same goes for other defenses you have set up around your houses, such as outside barricades or fences. Remember that you will have to gather all the needed materials and bring them to your house before being able to upgrade anything. While bringing a newspaper along isn't a big deal, transporting a load of sheet metal back to your base will require some logistic, such as a truck, unless you don't mind bringing them one by hand. I can't believe I'm going to say it, but plan accordingly. The second way for you to improve your base is with placeable objects. Those are items you will have to go out into the world and scavenge for. Then you're gonna bring them back to your home and enjoy their benefits. I don't think I can possibly name like all the objects you can gather to help you survive, but I'll give you a few striking examples to give you an idea of the possibilities in this game. Now remember, these are actual objects that will be laying around in the world, and once you have brought them back, you will physically place them around your base. It won't be like predetermined places or spots. So let's say you bring back some floodlights, you will place them wherever you want as long as there is a power outlet in range. Some objects you can gather, for example, would be water reservoirs to store water, concrete barricades movable only with a forklift to barricade the surrounding of your home, barbecues, propane tanks, fuel cans to store fuels, all kinds of containers to increase your storage capabilities, tents, stepping ladders, generators, floodlights, customizable, towable LED construction signs, and just a bunch of knickknacks you can grab from around the world and place in your base for your usage. Keep in mind again, some items will be quite easy to move around, while some will require a literal forklift. Also, there will be craftable objects, but I do not believe that the more manufactured type of items will be craftable, making scavenging an essential and central part of that matter. The third way you will be able to improve your base will be with buildable structures. While there will be a lot of smaller craftables to improve your quality of life, the ones I'm excited about are the bigger structures you can build. You will be able to build greenhouses, planter boxes to help with food production. You will be able to build water collection systems, hunting blinds, different types of barricades, fences and wall-like structures, and observation towers. Alright, so that pretty much does it as far as improving your home. So now let's talk about electricity, which will be another big part of your home maintenance. Buildings will have access to electricity, which will allow for the use of electrical appliances such as lights and fridges. Powering up your shack will be your responsibility, either by maintaining the main power grid by repairing the local electric facilities to bring power to a whole area, or using smaller power generators such as a fuel generator or solar panels to bring power to a single building. Each appliances will use an amount of electricity, and each power generators will have a limited output, so it's up to you to choose what you have running. Of course, the local power facility probably will not have a problem supporting all your energy needs. Also, your appliances will have to be in range of an actual power outlet to work. There is a whole system of infrastructure decay, but we will talk about that in another video when we talk about the world. And lastly, you will be able to hire NPCs to protect and possibly maintain your home, which is a nice mechanic and should help ease some minds as far as offline raiding goes. As of now, not much information has been given other than it is a planned feature. You will also have access to tents and camping equipment to set yourself up with a more temporary base when out on, let's say, a scavenging run, or if you ran into trouble and you just can't make it back to your main base. So yeah, alright, I think this pretty much sums it up as far as base claiming goes. As you can see, this is going to be a game really focused around scavenging and hoarding for the improvement of your base. And as someone whose favorite part of most survival game is the actual base building aspect, this game has gotten me really hyped. Not only are they going in a totally different direction than the other games, but the mechanics they are building their system around are really good mechanics for a survival game. As always, I would really appreciate if you guys took a few seconds of your time to drop a like, subscribe to the channel, share this video, leave some comments. Really helps the channel, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.